Hi everyone, this is Killshot from 999 Gaming. I want to do a video for Fallout Shelter. This video I'm going to show several different strategies, and this video is called 45 Dwellers. Obviously I've been a little busy with the game in the last day. Just came out a couple days ago, and some of the previous videos you can see the key is to help populate, but there's some challenges once you get this many dwellers. You can see my 3 bars at the top: electricity, food, and water. About an hour ago, every one of those was completely in the red, and I just could not get it above the par level to get them in the green. And it takes a lot of work when you get more dwellers because they're using more food. And the biggest challenge that I had was keeping the electricity going, because once the electricity is down, you can see my food just went into the red. It does drop a little bit. So you get more dwellers, they eat more, so your food goes down. But if you don't constantly worry about the electricity, then the other rooms will shut down. So for example, you can't use your diner if there's no electricity. So you always get a little bit further and further behind. What I'm going to do is show you a couple of the strategies in order to keep the maximum, the right person, I guess, in the right room. And as we talked about before, like for example, the power room for the electricity requires that you have strength. So you want your characters that have high strength, but some part of the secret behind that is you can have different armor as well too. So you want to boost or equip the armor that is going to give you the attribute that you need for that room. So here you can see I'm just clicking on a couple of the people that I have. Istvan, you can see his highest attribute is agility. So with agility, he's going to be a little bit more effective inside one of the diners. And here's some of the gear that I've been able to find and also get through some of the cards. So if I put him in Merc gear, for example, it's going to increase some of the attributes. So right now I'm just clicking around some of the different characters to see how I can move them in rooms just to maximize it. And I've done quite a bit of that prior to the video. It does get a little bit, there is a strategy, but it honestly gets a little bit frustrating moving around until you get used to the navigation. You can click the gear symbol, and there are some shortcuts. Here you can see I got, I think it's Jack. I got Jack in a wrestling outfit, so that increases his strength. So I'm really working that that power room area in order to try to keep the electricity above that par line. Mora actually has a very good attributes all the way across the board, but she comes with the expert jumpsuit, which is agility +7. So I kind of like Mora's stats because she is obviously with P is what's needed for the water treatment station, and I want to keep her there. So what I'm going to do is just change her uniform and then take the expert jumpsuit that she was wearing and put it on someone inside the diner so I can maximize my ability there. So I've already got Lewis has a nice outfit there, so I'm not going to change that. Patrick, if we put Patrick in expert jumpsuit, but his agility is fairly low, so we'd probably waste it on Patrick. So let's take a look at Robert. Robert has decent agility, so he's got a couple points there, and once we put the jumpsuit on, you can see it goes way up. So that what's going to happen is now, instead of, let's say the restaurant produces 34 food, you can see down at the bottom of the screen, and with all the people added together, it may produce 34 food in like 6 minutes. So once I increase those attributes, now it'll probably go down to say 4 minutes. So the quicker the time in order to get these done, obviously the more resources that you create. And the challenge is going to be to grow your population and to keep a little bit ahead of the curve. So you can see all these yellow shirts within my Fallout shelter are the women who are expecting. So once they have their children, then there's going to be, I don't know what the time frame is in real time, but probably 6 to 8 hours. Those children are going to grow up, and then they will be adults, and you can use them inside your shelters, but they're going to eat more, so then you got to push the diner. But I will say really focus on the electricity in the electrical rooms. You can see a lot of the rooms that I have laid out, I have multiple rooms stacked together. It just makes it a little bit easier to manage it, and I upgrade those relatively quickly as well too. So we'll scroll around here and see what we got. See if there's anybody else that we can upgrade and get another advantage. I'll also tell you that with some of the rooms, like the med room and the science room, those will probably be some of the last things you upgrade. So when you get a little bit desperate, those to me are luxuries. You can always pull your scientist or your doctors and just put them in the other room in order to boost the production for electricity, or also for water, or the diner as well. All right. So that gives you an overview of how to level up and your dwellers. This is 45 dwellers. Stay tuned. I'll do one for 50 soon. Peace.